Okay, sorry.
Ready.
Ready? Okay. This is round 3 of the Ashland Open. I was white against Robert Costa. He's an unrated. He played very well, actually, for unrated. He's been studying, apparently, but he hasn't played a lot of tournaments. So he's working at rating with this tournament. But before, he developed and control the center. He does the same thing. Get my knight out, attack his pawn, he defends. Bishop b5, this is the Roy Lopez, also known as Spanish. a6. I don't want to trade pieces because anytime you play a weaker opponent, you want to keep the pieces on. Because there's usually more chances of winning if you do that. Queen e2, this is the royal attack. Defends my pawn. It kind of keeps my options open. He should get equality. I'm not going to say he gets advantage or anything, but it's just a solid for white, and we can play. We can play chess. You know, he can trade for win. I can play for win. We both can play for win. So that's why I like it. The other thing too is it gets him. He can't do the martial attack. There's a lot of stuff he can't do because I took him out of his stuff. So I like stopping him as well as. Remember, he told me he would play the martial attack if I would let him, and of course I didn't let him. This is real important. I don't want this knight coming here, and plus if he attacks my bishop, I can retreat it. So this is a very important move to play. And he's just developing, depending upon it. This is all normal stuff. I don't remember. This is dangerous for white because my king is in the middle, and also his rook is going to come to on the e file very quickly. You know, take rook over. Plus he gets a bishop in, all real bad. So I'm just not ready to open the center. So instead, I just make my e pawn very strong, making it a strong point. Okay, so I develop. He castles. Okay, give my pieces out. Attacks and bishop. Now sometimes you might keep it there, but most of the time, unless there's a good reason to give it up, it's better to keep the bishop. Okay, c5, very common idea. It allows him to b4, controls d4. So it allows the queen to get out too. So it's a very good move. I'd raise to refinally. It's a very common for white too. Stops the pin, stops any knight moves. So if I move a bishop here, I don't have to worry about that. I might do g4, although it's positionally dangerous, but I could do g4 in some cases. It depends what happens. Rook e8. Okay, yeah. So see, I don't want to open the center. Not with that rook there. Not until I'm ready. So there's nothing going on. The center is closed at the moment, so I'm gonna keep doing. It opens up the diagonal, and my knight can go here or here, depending. Probably here though. And the nice thing about here is it stops his knight from going here, and then if there's a good time, I can go knight f5. And also, again, reinforcing my strong point e4 as well. So he doesn't want my bishop coming there. It's not. I wasn't really planning to anyways. Knight g3 falls through my plan. Bishop 8. This is all very standard for the way the paths for both white and black actually. The bishop, makes his king very solid. The rook, strong point e5. So this is nothing really strange is going on just yet. It's okay. I better get castled here. So let's get castled. He didn't really need to do that. He can, but this looks like a better way to do it because busting up my center seems logical, right? He can bust it up, bishop b7, d5 maybe. He didn't need to do this. It's not losing, but he didn't need to do that. So, okay, fine. Other rook e8, massive, reinforcing my strong point again. Rook e1, excuse me. It allows maybe the knight here or queen in some cases, right? Because if I want to open the center, I don't want my queen, the same as his rook, same file as rook. So it's very flexible, really flexible move actually. Okay, so anyway, rook e1. He's reinforcing his strong point. So this is, like I said, this is all very, very okay. I'm starting to commit now. I want to go to g6, f5. And he does g6 to stop me. I do something a little dangerous, actually. I go queen f3, for me, actually. Queen f3, attacks his knight. Maybe, and if he goes here, now this is fantastic for me. But he plays a really good move, queen e7. Very good move. And now I spent a lot of time here. I'm like, wait a minute. He's threatening all sorts of mean stuff. He could do here, right? You know, because the knights are free. Or he just move it. He just move it. He can go here or something. And then my knight's on free and it has nowhere to go. It literally has nowhere to go. So I was like, oh man, okay. I'm committed. And yeah, I'm committed. So since I'm gonna lose a knight anyway, I said, well, if I'm gonna lose it anyways, what's the best way to do it? I said, well, this is probably the most promising way. Because I was thinking, you take here, I take. And notice my queen attacks his knight, so he'd have to go d5, and I go here, threatening d5 again. So he probably would take. Now the bishop's threatening his pawn, so he could probably go up here. And now he's threatening my pawn, which is a serious problem actually. So I probably need to do this. I probably need to keep my pawn. And my idea was, depending on the situation, I might be able to do a pawn storm, maybe here and here, if there's a good time to do it. That's one possibility. Or maybe just even here and do it that way. So I figure it looked like I could still use my pawns, and you know, I mean, he's better probably, but I could, there's reasons to keep playing. So that was what my intent was. It's like, I'm not giving up. Yes, I'm gonna lose my knight, but just because I'm gonna lose my knight, I'm not gonna give up. Hey, you gotta prove it, man. You gotta prove it. So I go, here you go. Here's my knight, and he should accept it, right? Because I mean, that's his idea. That doesn't a win. It's not a loss or anything. So he should accept it and do pawn take. He does bishop take, which I was very happy to see. Very happy. Okay, I mean, I get to do this without losing anything. This is awesome. And threatening his knight, so he defends it. So I was really happy how this turned out. So okay, so here we are. Okay, I think there's an error in the score sheet here. Oh no, I see. Okay, no, there isn't. No, I see what's going on. It's C4. Okay, can't read old writing. Okay, the point of that move is, of course, this is not good. I take his knight, so he can't do that. So I'm attacking D5 basically. Oh, I'm sorry. Ha! I didn't do it yet. Actually, I played A4. My bad. I was trying to provoke this, actually. I was trying to provoke this. So then this is much stronger if it does. Also, I wanted to get his rook off his pawn, because then this pawn is more vulnerable. That's the other reason, too. So I did A4. That makes sense, actually. It reinforces his knight. So that makes, and plus it blocks the G file, so that makes sense. So I want to divert his rook. So I trade pawns. Trade rooks. He takes back. I said, okay, now let's take the pawn. So I take the pawn. And now my bishop comes back to life. It stops the rook from infiltrating, and pressure's here once again. Notice this is no good because pawn take, bishop take, and then if he takes, queen take, and I win a pawn. So it doesn't work. So that's sort of one of my tactical ideas of my move. But this is very solid though. It gets out of the pin, it reinforces that. It's a very solid move. I said, well, this is the only way to proceed. So the only way to make progress for me is to play knight here. Now, of course, he can't take because that's illegal because it's king's here. So he takes the knight instead, which is okay. And I'll take the pawn. He attacks my bishop. I don't want to do this because then he goes here, and honestly, I think black's better after this. So no way I'm going to play that. My idea was after c4, my idea was to take here instead. Oh, and this is not here, but excuse me, he's here. He was here in earlier analysis. It's kind of important, actually. So, yeah, give him a bishop, I get his knight. And I think it'd be an even game, maybe. Yeah, it'd probably be an even game. But he did something a little strange. At least I thought it was strange. He kept his knight. I'm like, you're going to let me keep the bishop? Now I think white's a little bit better. Not hugely, but a little bit. So I got to keep my bishop. Now, you can't really take here because bishop e4 would be massive. You'd be crushed, actually. But he does this instead, which is a pretty good move, actually. So I go here. My idea is, okay, you can get here, but I'll get g6. And if I get g6, his king's a lot weaker. He doesn't really want to give up g6. Because make him pretty vulnerable. So what he does, he goes here, right? Because it now blunts my bishop. It's a good move, actually. So here I said, well, you know, oh, so I got to keep my pawn. Am I a pawn up? I think I am. Yeah, I'm a pawn up. I mean, it's still probably even, I think. Maybe, well, no. White's probably a little bit better. But not by much. But slightly better, maybe. But we keep playing. So, attacks my queen. It's very important. Where do I go? This seems pointless. So I was like, well, let's just reinforce my strong point. He gets his king to a more safer position. Is it where does this bishop go? Where does this bishop go? I'd like to cover f2, honestly. So my only choice is really either here, which it's probably okay. Well, yeah, it's okay. I can go here. And maybe I should, because then I can go queen d2. But, you know, okay, now what? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's why I didn't play that, because, okay, yes, I could do that, then now what? Instead, I just went here instead. Because if he takes, I can do rook take, and my rook can get activated. So now he has a threat, right? Because he's threatening f2 indirectly. But that's okay. I'll attack your rook. He goes here. He probably should rook d8, so that's probably a mistake. Push my pawn. The point being, of course, that well, first he goes here, and I play here. Now, it may look like this pawn is hanging, but it's not really hanging because if he takes, I have queen take check, and he can't take my queen because the pawn is pinned. See, so the pawn is not really hanging, at least not in this position. Now, unfortunately, this is we both of us got very low time in this game, very low time. So both of us are get very low time pressure, and he regained the pawn actually. So it probably was even. So what happened is we get the bishop is gone. He's gone. He got my pawn. He is here, I think. Bishop's here. I think his rook is. Queen's here. Rook is. See, King's definitely there. Pawn is. Does he have this pawn? I think I took that pawn. Oh no, he's here. That's right. It's rook. My queen is here, and my rook is probably d1. And his rook is, I think it's on the E. No, it's not down there. E5 maybe? Oh yeah, that looks. Oh no. Here. Okay, now I remember. That's right. Here we go. Yeah. That's what it was. So I check him. I just queen check. And he's even here for sure. He's even. But you gotta understand he's low time, and he just made a blunder. He played bishop here. Queen take, check, take, you know, move the king, go rook here, because he's trying to rook d2, right? So this stops all the moves. So now I'm up, oh, this is gone, actually, the pawn's gone, okay. So now I'm up a bishop, and then, you know, and I'm low time, I only have like 2 minutes on my clock, but I can definitely win this in 2 minutes, because this is real easy stuff for me to do, and nothing active he can do. So he resigned, he gave it up. So that was game 3, or yes, game 3.
That was interesting. Why did you move your queen there when you said that's unusual for you? Earlier, you said that was unusual for you to put your queen in that spot. Why did you move her there? What were you thinking?
Oh, it was unusual because I'm taking the only retreat square for my knight. My knight h4 has nowhere to go, and I always try to let my pieces have ability to retreat. I don't like giving my pieces no moves, basically. That's basically what happened. The knight had no moves. And I usually don't let myself do that. I usually have at least some way you can retreat if needed. So that's why it's unusual. Yeah, I don't normally let my pieces have no moves. Because it usually is bad. So try to avoid that.